Wow, that was pretty big, right?
Oh, wow.
Well, hello and welcome to the Shallow Proclamation. My name is Paul and I'm joined by...
Thomas.
And we are watching the Macra Terror. We've watched the first two parts already. We're really loving it, really enjoying it, feeling it's a really strong story for this season. So looking forward to getting into episode 3, which we'll do in a moment. Before we do that, it just needs to be said, of course, give us a subscribe if you haven't already. We'd love you to join us on the channel for the long haul, and it will be a long haul because we're working through lots of Doctor Who. And put your comments down below. Let us know what you think of this story, because we like to engage with that, and it's always great as well. Apart from that, should we just dive in?
Let's do it. I was telling my flatmates about this channel and they were like, what, you're watching all of them? And I was like, yeah. And they were like, what, do you just sit there and watch it? And I was like, no, we kind of talk a bit. They were like, oh, right.
Not Doctor Who fans then.
No, I don't think so.
Workship standing by.
The strangers are being
Workship standing by. So Jamie's character, I don't know if we talked about this, that he was never intended to be a companion.
Right.
But they liked him when he was in the Highlanders, so they said, "Oh, do you want to stay?" But some of the scripts had already been written, so I think in the Moonbase they struggled to find a place for Jamie, so they just incapacitated him for a while.
Yeah, he's a bit of an accessory.
But he's much more proactive here.
Yeah.
It's impossible.
More gas?
No.
I don't think the actor who played
That
Ben
bell
was
means that someone
too
has
happy
escaped
about.
from here.
It's Jamie.
Well, I don't think either Anneke Wills or Michael Craze were that happy about Frazer Hines coming in as Jamie because they felt they'd have less to do. But I think
really?
particularly Michael Craze felt he and the role of Ben and Jamie were quite similar.
Jamie? Jamie? Hello? Who's there?
Has Medoc just bitten the dust?
Permission is granted for the guards to go on.
If so, that's a very quick death for Medoc, given that he's been built up quite a lot.
Cover the exit to the old
Yeah.
town. This is in.
It's going to be one above him, the old classic, something trips on your shoulder.
Yes.
Wow, that was pretty big, right?
Oh, wow. Nice. I like how that was kind of the same cliffhanger as episode 1, but just a bigger crab.
Yeah, you've got to keep up in the ante, haven't you?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That was good stuff, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. I mean, I think I was thinking partway through like what it reminds me of now, not the specifically the Macra Terror thing, but the idea of having a place that appears idyllic and then isn't. It's very sort of it's like those kind of films where it's like Hot Fuzz or something, you know.
Yeah.
But everyone's kind of in on it. But
Yeah.
that's the thing. It's not just that there's a few people behind it. Everyone's in on the whole thing. Or Get Out, if you've seen that.
Yes.
So it's that kind of. I mean, obviously the setting is very, very different from those, and obviously the tone is different as well.
Recently, what was the one called? It was like sort of slightly Stepford Wives style.
I don't know.
It was the Florence Pugh film.
Oh, is it the one
Don't
that?
worry, darling. That's it.
Yes, I've not seen it, but that was quite controversial, wasn't it?
It was, yeah.
More for things outside of the film, wasn't it?
Yeah, exactly. It was an all right film, but yeah. Again, this whole idea of "don't worry, darling." It's like, just don't raise any questions about what's going on here. It's all fine.
But that's what makes it more the whole thing in this like more terrifying, isn't it? That like it's not that suddenly they discover the Macra behind the scenes and people go, "Oh, this is terrible. What must we do?" Like no one seems to care. Like the pilot's in on it and stuff, and that woman saying the voices help us. Like they're all sort of hopeless. It really is just down to the Doctor and Jamie and Ben and Polly, or not even Ben at the moment, but
Yeah, I like how we see Ben beginning to crack, and it's his sort of internal conflict of, oh, I'm confused, and he keeps saying, you know, command knows what's best, controller knows what's best, but then he doesn't turn them in for the key, but then he wants to, and it's quite interesting seeing that, isn't it?
yeah, he's definitely getting more to do. I mean, it's good to see him actually having more to do acting wise, not just in terms of, not so. Just, I don't mean that in terms of just the amount of stuff he's doing in the episode, but he's getting a lot more challenging stuff rather than just being the sort of macho man doing the physical bits. He's got a bit more to do, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Bit more of a subtle. He can show off his acting chops a bit more, I guess. So that's quite nice to see that. I think that's again the other. Yeah, I'd take that as a standout there.
Yeah.
For me. So yeah, I mean, great. Yeah, it's all good. Really good. Really loving it.
Great. Well, should we watch the finale?
Yeah. So we'll wrap that up there. Guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed that. Let us know what you think. And join us soon for the final part of the Macra Terror. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.